Welcome. I'm Sunny. You're watching Playdate. And we are playing Jade Empire. I've only played about 3 hours into the game. So this is kind of where we left off. And we rescued the lady in red, was kidnapped and taken to caves. And we had to go through the caves and fight the monsters and ended up retrieving her. And so now I think I'll take her back to the burning village. While I was doing that, apparently our village...
It's all gone. Why did Gao's father do this? Why are his men here?
I hate this. There's no challenge in killing simple peasants.
They said no survivors, so there better be no survivors.
I know, but who is this for? Whoever's really giving the orders must be influential.
Do you want to ask Gal the Greater? No. So quit yapping and make sure there's no survivors. Looks like we have a few more peasants to put down.
Let's just make it quick.
Leaping tiger.
The school, burning. Every spring, I planted flowers, one for each student. Now everyone is gone. Don't let it be true.
Leaping tiger.
Keep going, there are others in the school. I'll look to the villagers and save as many as I can. Go!
What is this? We missed a couple of these pitiful students? This is like crushing ants. There's no end to you people.
Ants. That's all their lives were to you?
Why have you done this? Monster, you'll pay for the slaughter. I'm no weakling student. I will defeat you.
Ah, I doubt you've seen real bloodshed. Just like the other would-be warriors in the school. Men! Gal the Greater wants this village cleared. Get the job done.
Heavenly wave. Your technique is flawed. Dire flame. Death will be your release. Leaping Tiger. Your tech. Heavenly Wave. Stop.
There were so many. Everywhere. And fire from the skies.
Shh. We've chased off all of Gao's men. We'll be safe now.
No, they came later. First there were fighters in black. With fists you could hardly see. She told them where to attack and they turned like one mind. One purpose. Except for the one. He stood alone. His armor so black. Black like a hole in the earth. So deep you can't get out.
You'll be all right. Just be still.
I tried so hard. I'm sorry.
Wu said... He said there was no warning. Just calm skies and then fire from above. He organized the students, but they were overrun. Master Li was taken when it began. He went without a fight, giving them what they wanted. But afterwards, the students... they were killed anyway.
The Lotus Assassins. They leave no one alive to tell the tale. People fear the unknown. For Gao the Greater to have them as allies is troubling. The figure your friend spoke of is Death's Hand, the leader of the Lotus Assassins. This student was strong to live as long as he did.
Why would they come here? Where did they take Master Li? Why did we wade through Gao's men if this is someone else's work? Wu mentioned a woman giving orders. What about her?
A lieutenant, perhaps. Death's Hand leads all others. He would not appear unless this was important. He usually acts behind the scenes. I don't know why they were so intent on taking your Master Li, but they never attack without purpose.
Master Li told me that he was the Emperor's brother. Gao overheard. Gao must have known. Did he say anything to you, Dawnstar? Master Li said I was important, that I was destined for great conflict.
That's not possible. Sun Li, the glorious strategist, was the Emperor's brother and the head of the Imperial Army. Your Master Li cannot be him.
Why not?
Because he can't. Sun Li was declared a traitor to the Empire 20 years ago. The Emperor himself accused him of killing the third brother, Prince King. And besides, the glorious strategist would not have made such mistakes.
What mistakes?
Revealing himself, for one. For another, he would have known that giving himself up would not save your students.
If Death's Hand is as vicious as you say, he had to try something. You're just a bitter swamp hermit. What do you know? Wouldn't you recognize him? You must have seen him when visiting the village.
I stayed on the outskirts. I saw him at a distance a couple of times, but had no reason to look past the beard for a man 20 years dead. I had other interests. It doesn't matter. I know enough about the glorious strategist to say he would not have made these mistakes. And I know far too much about the Lotus Assassins. I was one.
You clearly aren't one now. Skip the details. Just tell me how to find Master Li. That explains your willingness to come here. You recognized a familiar tactic. I knew finding you in the swamp was too convenient. What do you know of this?
It doesn't matter.
But she is right to question me. I'm accustomed to such suspicion.
It doesn't matter. Whoever you are, whatever you were, you did not do this, and you do not have our master. We need to decide what to do. When we know where we are going, when we have a plan, then we can talk about who knows what.
We must find where they took Master Lee and rescue him. Master Lee was training me for a journey. I should continue with that. We need to figure out how and why Gallo triggered this.
I doubt I could change your resolve even if I wanted to. Perhaps I can at least try to point you in a productive direction. If you wish to pursue this, we should head to the heart of the Empire, the Imperial City.
Why? What is there? Master Lee may have old friends who could help us there. Will that get us closer to Gal the Greater?
Gal the Greater was behind this attack, but I suspect there is someone else behind him. You will find your answers in the Imperial City.
You know a lot. We will have to talk about the source of that knowledge.
Yes, I'm still curious about you, Lotus Assassin. That's a nice way of saying we still don't trust you. And if you've been lying, I'll see that you answer to it.
Make whatever judgment you wish. I assure you, I have already made worse.
Let's go. I don't want to be here. I want to go where I can actually make a difference.
That is a very common desire. The hardest to achieve, but very common. Come, let's see if we can get Gao the Lesser's contraption in the air again. It won't be stable enough to get to the Imperial City, but we might reach the trading village of Tien's Landing. All trade routes lead to the heart of the Empire. If we are lucky, we can find someone to give us passage. If we're lucky.
We lost the red line figurine, the yellow line figurine, the blue line figurine. Right. This route's plagued with enemies, ships. What do you want to do? Attack or evade? Let's attack. Looks like I have to. Need to level up some stuff too. Whew, that was close.
was quite the crash. I wouldn't have left the marsh had I known we were headed for such a spectacular landing. It's a miracle we all survived unharmed. We did all survive, didn't we?
I'm fine. Dawnstar, are you okay? I'll take more than a little crash to hurt me.
I'm okay too. A little shaken up is all.
We were lucky. Only a fool braves the air currents without a proper wind map. You can't navigate the skies without them. Not safely, anyway.
Why didn't you tell me this earlier? Then I guess we're grounded until I find a wind map.
So where are we going to find a wind map of this region? We can't follow Master Lee's captors without one.
Things are even worse than that. Look at our flyer. Even if we had a wind map, this thing won't take to the air again.
We need to find a wind map and a new flyer. Things just keep getting better and better, don't they?
Not to further darken your mood, but flyers and wind maps are rare, even in the Imperial City. Out here, they're all but unknown.
Gao and his pirates used flyers to attack Two Rivers, and the Lotus assassins who took Master Lee had them too. Somebody around here must know something about them.
Don't worry, Dawnstar. I'll find a way to get us to fly again. I don't plan on being stuck here for long. I'll figure something out. It's hopeless. We'll never catch up to Master Lee now.
I'm sorry to get upset, but every second we're stuck here, Master Lee gets farther away from us.
We're near Tien's Landing. It's a small village, but maybe someone there knows where we can find a new flyer. If nothing else, I remember a clearing suitable for a camp. And if we can't find a flyer, we can always follow on foot. To the south of the village is a forest. A trade route leads through it to the Imperial City. The village is across the bridge and beyond a large marker stone. Look for the giant rock with a painting of a fish on it, and you'll know you're heading in the right direction.
Okay, let's go check out the town zoo. You come with me. Let's get moving, Dawnstar. Come with me. Let's take Dawn.
Very well. I'll wait here for now. It's not so different from the marsh, actually. More of an impending sense of doom. But that could just be your influence.
We should get going. There has to be a better place for us to rest than this. Let's go.
Chapter 2, wherein the fall of Dirge is detailed, the woman in black speaks of Death's Hand, and Gao the Greater learns the fate of his son. Two Rivers is in ruins, and Master Lee has been taken captive. It's clear that his attack was carefully orchestrated, and that shadowy forces have taken an interest in you and those around you. Leaving your home of 20 years, you set out after Death's Hand and his Lotus assassins, intent on discovering the reasons behind this assault. Okay, I'm gonna go through and check, see if I have any points to spend. We have 5.
Leaping tiger.
You fell from the sky, but despite the maddened spirits here, you will benefit. A spirit monk was here long ago, fleeing the destruction that orphaned you. He carried a piece of your amulet. It was separated, broken apart, so your enemies could not find it easily. You have the first piece. It trains your abilities now. The second piece fell here with its minder, hidden until waters receded. A guardian protects it, waiting to test and serve you. The third piece awaits discovery in a distant lair. These 3 pieces are physical, but there is one more. It cannot be found, only earned. This final piece is all that will save you in the end.
Are you all right? You fell over after the fight. There was something here, but I couldn't see it clearly.
A vision. The same creature I saw in the spirit cave at the school.
You saw a vision? Strange that I could not make it out. Strong spirits are usually quite clear to me. Please tell me if you have any more. We shouldn't stay here. It isn't safe. There's so much pain and suffering in this place that I can barely think. What did Zeus say again? A clearing near Tian's Landing across the bridge in south? It sounds simple enough. Lead the way and I'll follow.
Flawed Monk Gem. Which I think we're already optimized on gems. Where are they? Right there. There we go. Should probably save too. There we go.
Leaping tiger. Death will
Stop where you are! Death's Hand should know better than to send his minions out alone. It is clear that you are one of his hirelings, or perhaps one of Gao the Greater's marauding pirates. You will pay for the crimes you have committed.
Do not follow Death's Hand. What do you know of Gao the Great? Get out of my way. You won't delay my revenge.
Don't waste your last breath on lies. I didn't get there in time to help anyone, but I saw you lead the massacre in Two Rivers. Clearly you were involved. Death's Hand went too far in ordering its destruction, and Gao the Greater sought to profit from it. My retribution will end with them, but it will begin with you.
Stop!
Enough!
The way you move seems odd. A flaw I cannot see, perhaps? But you are better than I expected. You might even beat me, if I allowed such insolence. You are too skilled to be just a hireling. Death's Hand would view such ability outside his assassins as dangerous, and Gao the Greater prefers his servants docile.
I'm not in league with Gao or the Lotus Assassins. Who are you? Why do you fight with the Lotus Assassins? Get out of my way. I'm after Death's Hand.
So it would appear. You lack their branding. But if you are not one of them, who are you? A monk? A mercenary? A bandit? You chase a great evil, larger than you realize. Leave and you may survive. Others have tried to face Death's Hand, but were destroyed, as Two Rivers was.
That is why I must face him to avenge the dead. I will pursue them both. I am not afraid. My business with Death's Hand is my own.
Your honor sends you toward peril, but you do not flinch from it. A trait of fools, and perhaps the occasional hero. I also seek answers from Death's Hand and his minions. If you truly oppose him, you will need to find your way to the Imperial City. Of course, only the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please, thanks to Gao. Travel routes by land and water are blocked, but they use wind maps and flyers to further their goals here and in the surrounding forest. Perhaps, if you are capable, we will meet again. I wish you good luck, but you will need far more than that to survive. Farewell.
Teen's Landing.
Ah, you found your way. Good. I decided there wasn't much point in staying with the flyer. It's not going to get much worse in my opinion. Here, I salvaged this gem out of some sort of power source. I imagine you will have some use for it. Now that we're here, we should see if anyone knows anything about flyers. Maybe whoever's in charge of the town can help us get underway again. I will stay here at this new camp unless you need me. It seems like a good enough place to base ourselves out of.
We received good fortune.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help.
I'm interested in how you are, Dawnstar. Is there anything bothering you? I have some general questions. Goodbye for now.
No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Although your company is always welcome. We seem so far from anything familiar. Strange enemies, troubling plots. I will be glad when we can leave this place to find Master Li. I will answer what I can. I do not like the area around this place, around Tien's Landing. There is rot here, deep in the heart of it. There are secrets, and there has been much suffering. Maybe I just feel this way because of what happened at the school, or what I fear will happen to Master Li. I just know we must be careful.
Don't worry, be strong. I don't appreciate your lack of confidence in me. Let's return to my other questions.
I will, but I cannot help worrying or thinking about what has happened to Master Li.
It will be okay. We will save him. He was a fool. What kind of man gives himself to the enemy? Let's return to my other questions.
Yes, of course. I am glad you are strong in the face of all the death and destruction we've seen.
What should I concentrate on doing? Let's return to the other questions.
Zoo made it quite clear what we must do. We need a wind map, and we need a flyer. The longer we take, the farther away Master Li gets. If that is your wish. Be well, my friend. I can't believe Two Rivers is gone. It was home. The people there were the only family I've known. And now, they're all gone.
I understand, Dawnstar, but the path you are on may lead to even darker places. You must prepare yourself.
I don't want to think like that. We will set things right. We have to.
She's right, Zoo. More killing won't bring our friend back. I don't think we can. We may have to settle for vengeance.
I know. I just wish there was a way to put things back the way they were.
Yes? Is there something you want?
I have questions about you and the Lotus Assassins.
I can assure you that I no longer share an allegiance with them. It was a short dalliance that ended on poor terms.
Why did you leave them? How can I be certain of that?
I won't discuss that. Perhaps I will say more when I know your motives better, but for now my past is my own.
I am supposed to accept that answer very well, but I'll be watching you. That I will not press the matter for now.
I'm not concealing anything that will harm you or your cause. You and Dawnstar have my full support, but my past is my own affair.
What do you think about our current situation?
I won't get in your way if you don't get in mine. I have nothing more to say about where we are.
I have questions about your enemy.
Our enemy? The sure sign of an effective fighter is that he has many enemies. Which are you most curious about?
Tell me about Gao the Greater. I want to know about the Emperor. Tell me about Death's Hand and the Lotus Assassins.
A small man. He bears a grudge against the world because his wealth cannot buy him the status he wants. At least that is my estimation of him. If we encounter him in his holdings near Tien's Landing, I doubt he will be very welcoming. Not after he learns the fate of his son. There is little to tell that would affect you now. The assassins are fanatically loyal to Death's Hand, and he uses that influence to do as he wishes. He also controls the Imperial Army, but they are no longer in his favor, it seems. Mere guards in comparison to the assassins. Death's Hand was just beginning his rise to power when I left the Lotus Assassins. I do not know much more about him. You name the Emperor among your personal foils. You have a grand opinion of yourself. Don't be so quick to link Sun High to the destruction you have seen. Death's hand may still answer to him, but it is a long leap from that to assuming the Emperor approves of what the Lotus assassins have done. I will answer what I wish. Goodbye, then.
Stranger, forgive me for being so forward, but if you are wise, you will turn around and leave this cursed and miserable town.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Hush, daughter. You must treat strangers with no respect. Once we are outside of town, we must be very careful with everyone we meet. Who are you? Why are you leaving town? Your warnings won't scare me away, peasant. I am Yifong, a simple villager. I've lived all my life here in Tian's Landing, but now I must take my daughter and venture out into the wilderness.
It's sure to be more exciting than this dead place.
Though impulsive, my daughter Fuyao speaks truly. The great dam down the river has opened. The river is too low and treacherous for anyone to navigate. We are cut off from the Empire. The people are starving and pirates terrorize the town. Our leader, Minister Xing, seems powerless to do anything, so we chose to try our luck in the wilderness. Don't leave. Perhaps I can save the town. What good would running do? Why not find yourself a solution? Your cowardice endangers your daughter. Flee, peasant. A noble sentiment, but one I respectfully fear will do little to help us. You don't know the whole story. Minister Shang would probably pay someone to close the dam, but nobody is brave enough to make the journey. There are dark things up there. Some claim it's a ghost trying to torment us. Some think it's pirates. I don't know. All I know is that there seems to be no way to get the Great Dam closed again. Do you think things will be any better if you leave town? The wilderness is very dangerous, so you take the coward's path into worse danger. I thank you for your concern. Most people only look out for themselves in days such as these. I have heard of the dangers, wild animals, and worse, men, pirates and slavers who swoop down in their flyers on unwary travelers.
Those pirates must be Gao the Greater's men. We know that he has holdings near here, and he has flyers.
I have never heard of Gao the Greater, but pirates have terrorized this region for many weeks. Anyone wandering in the wilderness knows they risk being caught by those slavers. Some believe there are even worse things in the wilderness, ghosts that torment the living. Still, it's better than sitting in Tian's Landing waiting to die. Why did the Great Dam open? If the dam is open, why is the river so low? Can you tell me more about the pirates? Where is Fiyao's father? I will let you be on your way. Why did the Great Dam open? I don't know. Mr. Shang doesn't know. Nobody knows. But the town is dying. I would rather try my luck in the wilderness than stay here. If the dam is open, why is the damn river so low? The dam is down Dam River from us. When it was closed, the water backed up and drained very slowly, causing the dam level of the river to rise. Now that it is open, the dam water is flowing too fast and low where it flows at all. Most dam ships cannot weather it. The dam town is cut off. That is why we are leaving. Damn. Can you tell me more about the pirates? I haven't seen any myself, but they are there. I have friends who have seen them, and others have disappeared. It's more than just mere rumors. That's why I've chosen to take Fuyao into the wilderness. At least there we'll have a damn fighting chance. Where's Fuyao's father? Life in a damn small town on the edge of the damn empire can be hard, and many damn people die untimely deaths. What more needs to be said on the damn subject? The damn survivors must carry on best they can. Now, damn Fiao and I should be on our damn way. If we must brave the damn wilderness, I would rather do it with the damn sun still in the damn sky. I haven't seen any myself, but they are there. I have damn friends who have seen them, and others have disappeared. I guess I'll let you be on your way. There it is. Farewell, honored damn traveler. If you must enter Tian's landing, speak with the damn Minister Shing in the damn town square. But better plan would be to get away while you still damn can. I love making damn jokes. Here's some goats. Had to come see the damn goats. To the damn site. There's some more damn goats.
This area is off limits. Intruders will be executed.
Who are you? I didn't have a choice about landing here. I go where I like.
I am a soldier of the Imperial Army, sent by Death's hand to destroy anyone foolish enough to enter this place. Unfortunately, this includes you. Kill the peasant.
Staff!
Wait, stop! I'm not your enemy. I swear by my ancestors, I'm not your enemy. I'm not even a soldier.
Wear the uniform of the Imperial Army. Who are you? Lying cur, you die now.
Even though I wear this uniform, I'm no soldier. My name is Chen Yi. I'm just a simple peasant from the town of One Stone. These soldiers passed through my village a few weeks ago. One of them angered the Lotus assassin who was in charge, and the assassin killed him. As I was coming back in from the fields, they grabbed me to fill his place. They put this uniform on me, bloodstains and all, and told me I was in the army.
Answer my question if you want to live. I've decided to let you live. I don't believe you. Time to die.
I will do my best, but I don't know anything. The Lotus assassins just told us to guard the gate while they searched the ruins. That's all, I swear.
Tell me about the Lotus Assassins.
They are evil. Pure evil. They forced me to serve them. They would have killed me if I disobeyed. I had no choice but to guard this door while they searched the ruins.
What were they searching for? Do you know anything about the ruins? Go, leave here, never return. You're of no more use to me, time to die.
I don't know. I was here on the far side of the gate, and the gate itself is locked. Only the Lotus Assassins themselves are allowed into the ruins.
Do you know anything about these ruins?
No, nothing. Only that the gate leading into them was locked. The Lotus Assassins had to get a key from Shang, the Imperial Minister in Tian's Landing. But I think the ruins are haunted. I hear strange sounds coming from beyond the gates. But even the threat of ghosts can't keep the assassins from their search. Of course, Great One. I will return to my village and lead an upright life of farming and praying. Thank you for sparing me. Thank you.
You showed great compassion to that poor man. I am glad to see you can be merciful as well as strong.
Oh, so apparently this is like the good versus evil gauge, depending on your decisions. So I'm almost in the middle, but I'm moving. That last decision moved me up towards, I guess, enlightenment versus, primal destruction. So, I noticed yesterday I was making a lot of decisions that were based off of intimidation, and it was working, but apparently those if you intimidate the wrong people, maybe it goes down. But, yeah, it's another interesting dimension into this game. I'll go ahead and save. And Fair Monk Gem. So I wonder if you can combine gems, or this might have been before games started being able to combine things, but now I have 3 of those. Gem of Evil Thought.
There is something dangerous beyond these gates. The spirits here are troubled.
Oh no, hope that guy I released didn't have the key to that gate. Any of you damn goats got the key? My site's it's called the damn site.
What?
This place that I'm running around is called the damn site. The dam collapsed. And so now I've been doing a series of damn jokes. Quite the entertainment.
Oh, you're so damn funny.
I know.
Oh shit.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. Be well, my friend.
I think I'll have to restart the game again, so I'll have a little break. Now we're just looking for a key, trying to find the gate, and
There is something dangerous beyond these gates. The spirits here are troubled.
I guess give me 1 second. I'm gonna look this up.
I am healed.
Okay, this is what I found on jadeempire.fandom.com wiki / dam site. After your hasty landing, you begin at the dam site not far from Tien's Landing, which is where you are headed. The western side of the map can't be reached until later, so don't worry about that just yet. Arrival once you and your party recover from the flyer crash, you will begin your journey to Tien's Landing and at the crash site marked 1 on the map. Convict ghosts, you will be ambushed by 3 convict ghosts, marked 2 on the map. Let me maybe pull this over here so you can see it. This is the map of the dam site. Huh? Okay. Okay, comet ghosts. You will be ambushed with 3 comet ghosts. When they've been taken care of, you experience another vision of the water dragon. She will tell you possess only 1 fragment of the dragon amulet, and that there are other pieces you must search for. She then tells you the second piece is in fact protected by a guardian here at the dam site. Headstone. A grave headstone can be found here. If you smash it, 3 more convict ghosts will ambush you. If you don't want to deal with them, then simply leave the headstone untouched. So we didn't smash it, but I didn't see the option to do that. I ran around and looked at them. Meditating at the spirit font will fully replenish player's body and chi. By salvaging these bones on 5, you will receive some silver as well as a random SS gem. Conscripts. The conscripts guard the covered bridge, mark 6. You will have to fight them before crossing to the other side. The fight shouldn't take too long. So, but how do we get the key? Where's the key? This is Game Banshee. So, still not tell me where the key is. Can't get to the dam. Can't get to the darn dam. I'm having trouble getting to the dam at Tian's Landing. The minister gave me the key. The minister. Well, maybe we should find a minister then. Maybe I haven't searched everywhere. Or brain past them. Sometimes you just go in a direction and then keep going and I don't backtrack. Yeah, that's where we're stuck, right there. So, guess we backtrack and find a minister. I don't think I came through this. Did we come through this bridge? Yeah, we did. Okay, well, what was another direction? Was that the Tian's Landing? Yeah, it's the Tian's Landing. So we'll go through that before we go any further back. Are you the minister? I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I guess I have to go back to the damn site to get out, huh? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Now we're glitching out again.
I am healed.
I don't think we explored this way. Oh, it's drawbridge. That we read about. Oh, there's our ghost that we didn't want to deal with. Oh no! Fire!
Leaping tiger.
There's something dangerous.
The only thing different I could think to do is go back a previous save, and then instead of letting that third guy go, take him out, because it's possible that he's the minister. But I don't know, a minister was supposed to give me a key, so I don't know. I hate being stuck on Gabe's.
I can't believe Two Rivers is gone. It was home. The people there were the only family I've known.
I'm so confused now. I went back to the previous save, but now, since I've done all that running around, I don't know whether I'm coming or going. But thanks for your patience.
I must try some leaping tiger. Dire flame.
This area...
Dire flame! Stop! Dire flame! Stop! Stop! Heavenly wave! Leaping tiger! As it was meant to be!
Wait, stop! I'm not your enemy. I swear by my ancestors, I'm not... Wait, please, listen. My name is Chen Yi, a simple peasant from the village of One Stone. Surely you can tell by the way I stand that I've had no training. These soldiers passed through my village as I was coming...
Wait! This man is just a poor peasant. Show some compassion. At least hear what he has to say.
I may be easy prey for one of your might, but I will die with honor.
Well, all I did was just make me a bully. I don't know if I got the key or not. It's worth a shot, I guess.
There is something dangerous.
Okay, I'm just going to stand the character over here and take a little break, and I'm going to try to research a little more on how to find this minister and the key so we can move on and just not run in circles. But, hey, Shalu. How are you? Thank you for the follow back. You can, please. Oh my goodness, please. I'm so frustrated. I will be forever grateful. You are. I remember. I have to have a key. I'm looking for the minister who's supposed to give me a key to get through this gate. I'm about to, I think, go up against the death people before we get to the Empire. But I've ran all the way back to the crash site. And I can't find a minister anywhere. So I don't know if I have to go to like a save before that, or maybe I left the... He's in the town. Which town? The one on fire? I tried to find it online, but all they say is just get the key from the minister, but in Town's Landing. Well, the only one I could find here was Zoo. This guy.
Yes? Is there something you want?
I need a key. I've already asked him all the questions and everything.
Goodbye then.
Keep going. Just head up the town in this place. Keep going. Through this door? Okay.
Be well, my friend.
No. Not these people.
Not at your
Okay, so yeah, they intercepted me and then I took off another direction.
Those pop.
Con.
Yay! Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you
I
will
appreciate
apologize
that
for your
so
behavior
much.
and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you.
Yeah, I could imagine. I was kind of like that playing Fire Emblems until, you know, it's my third playthrough, and I can run around with my eyes shut, you know. Leave her alone or answer to me. I'm not looking for any trouble. I just want to watch while you rough her up.
Too bad, because trouble just found you.
Leaping tiger. Die with. Stop. Dire flame. Stop. Dire flame. You left.
I was back at the camp when I heard the sounds of battle. I got here as fast as I could, though obviously I arrived too. Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zhu. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui.
You two know each other?
Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her.
It was the child, right? Who was this child? Really? Where is this child now? Does this really concern me? Oh, I was the child, right?
You were not. Not everything is about you. People are living their
Dang.
lives across the Jade Empire, and most have no connection to you at all.
Then who was it?
She was just a girl. Her parents were dead. I couldn't look after her, and I knew Hui by reputation. I knew she would find a good home for her.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here.
For real.
There are pirates in
Can
the
we get
area,
on with
and
this
they
story?
pose a far greater danger. You will
No,
likely
I
encounter
noticed you were
especially
clicking
if
through
you
it
are the
on
one
last
I'm
night. I'm
looking
watching
for.
them because this is my first run
As
through. But
Sagacious Zoo mentioned, my name is Hui.
do you think there's different
young woman, what is your
storylines
master's name?
depending on what your class or character is? Or is it the same story? Just different fighting types?
I have waited here many years for the arrival of one special fighter. Your master, Sun Li, bid me to wait until you, his protege, came seeking information.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy. The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready.
Master Li told me who he was because I'm his student. How do you know? He must have given his order a long ago. You were loyal or foolish. This is too convenient. Master Li could not anticipate I would crash here.
You had a flyer. You're right, I doubt he anticipated that. The glorious strategist accounts for every possibility within the known conditions. Had you simply flown past... Well, I do not want to contemplate that. My time here would have meant little. I served under Sun Li and was trusted
Kind of like
enough to be
choose your own
contacted
adventure.
after Dirge fell. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon. The shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
Such a crime against order would not go unnoticed. Arrogance, yes, but also audacious. Not much of a god if she fell to the Emperor's bluster.
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the earth in another form. Sun Hai sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought.
I thought maybe
All
we
along,
crashed
people
because I
hailed the
almost
Emperor as a
died
hero,
fighting.
ignorant of
I
the
was like on
price.
the brink of death. The Emperor destroyed my people to take the water dragon's power. This act by the Emperor is why Master Li went into hiding. How could the Emperor kill a god? Why hasn't anyone mentioned the burning of Dirge before? What do you know about the Great Will or the celestial bureaucracy? How could an Emperor kill a god?
The water dragon's power was tied to her temple at Dirge and the strength of her servants. When the spirit monks were slain and Dirge fell, she became vulnerable. Her physical form could be injured, but she was also a god. Maybe her spirit still exists. I don't know. I'm no expert on the heavens. Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Executed. Murdered. The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
Even gods aren't omnipotent. Well, maybe if the gods' power is from the people's faith, then the less people they have in that faith, the weaker it becomes. I don't know. I mean, that's more of a Buddhist aspect of looking at it, maybe because of the whole interconnectedness of everything. But It's probably a little bit too spiritual or too deep for a video game. No wonder Mesterly hates the Emperor. I can't believe Mesterly abandoned his family. Why did Mesterly do this? What's so special about me?
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Lee knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You're the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear.
You can trust we, so I don't think there's any reason for me to stick around. I'll be back at the camp if you need me.
Zhu is an honorable man. Not a good man, perhaps, but an honorable one. Now to your training. A brief description will reinforce in your mind the style you saw me use.
But I know it's a spoiler, but when I was looking up how to find that key, they were talking about the water dragon and encountering her, and so that's the scene of the female goddess-looking character when she has her little blackouts, and that's similar to Fire Emblems. And have you played it all the way through yet? Because I don't want to spoil it for you either, but it's interesting because it's dragon related. So anyway, I was just making that connection. I'm always ready to learn. You presume to teach me. Shouldn't we talk about the water dragon or rescuing Master Lee?
Everything I say is at the behest of your master. These lessons were withheld so you would be ready for the attention they will bring. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magic or weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.
I usually don't like looking up walkthroughs, but sometimes I have to when I get stuck. I just can't see wasting time. Yeah, have you finished Fire Emblem? To know the storyline? Fire Emblem Three Houses. I'm sorry, the Three Houses on the Switch. I can't remember if you said you got to play it or not. And I know there's previous Fire Emblem games. I have not played those, but I know they do have dragons. But on one of the story arcs, the interesting thing about the three houses is depending on which house that you want to be the professor for, is this kind of the story arc you're on. And so it's not, like I'm on my third time, so I'm on the last arc. And some of the things are consistent. Yeah, but sometimes it's different. So I played Eldegard first. Well, the turns out the goddess is the dragon. She turns into the dragon. And when you're Eldegard has to defeat the dragon to get the stones or whatever, to get the crest stones. But as far as I know, that's the only arc where that has really come to light. I've played Eldegard's group and then Dimitri's group, and now I'm in Cyril. But let's see what we got here. I'll go ahead and save it.
This tea house must be popular. It seems like quite a prominent structure.
You're a stranger here, aren't you? I know everyone in Tian's Landing, and I've never seen you before. I would remember you. You should turn right around and leave this town. Trust me.
Yeah, she was my favorite starting out. I had the Fire Emblem's game on the phone. I can't remember the complete title, but
I am Gufu, Great One. Some call me Gufu the Sweet, though I don't know why.
her character
I
on that
usually
game
support
is
the
like
fish I sell.
invincible.
Perhaps they are making
I
fun
could
of me.
carry a whole team of
But
newbies
now, there are no fish
with
to
her,
sell.
but
I have lived in Tian's Landing all my
you
life,
know,
but now I'm
it's
ashamed
more
to
like,
say
I guess,
I wish I
like
lived
if you
somewhere
collect the
else.
characters, you can upgrade them, you know, mesh them together to make them stronger.
Everything in Tian's Landing is falling apart. Sheng, the local minister, is helpless to deal with all our troubles. You should get out while you can. You don't know? The Great Dam has been opened, and now the river's level has dropped. It's too low and fast to navigate. Without the river, we are nothing. The merchants can't buy goods from the Imperial City. The traders can't sell to the outside world. The men cannot fish, and our children go hungry. And if that wasn't bad enough, we have the pirates to worry about too. They've been raiding the countryside, taking prisoners to sell into slavery.
Why is the river so low if the dam is open?
The dam is downriver from us. When it was closed, it slowed the flow of the river, causing it to back up and the water level to rise. But with the dam open, the water drains away too quickly, and our river, the lifeblood of this town, has become a trickle. The river has no fish, and the ships can't navigate it.
Goodbye.
Take care of yourself, stranger, and be glad that you do not live in Tian's Landing.
There are ghosts wandering the land. I won't leave my house after dark.
Please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying in public like this, but I just can't help it.
What is wrong?
Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to speak to you. It's my fiance, Baker Bay.
I know, the world's on fire, ma'am. All we can do is our silly little crafts.
The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought, well...
I guess I'll take care of those thugs for
I knew you'd
you.
understand being a woman. Thank you, my lady. If our firstborn is a girl, she shall have your name. Bay is down at Baker's Pier right now, in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. I will answer what I can. I do not like the area around this place, around Tian. Be well, my friend.
Good, you're here. We can continue where we left off before.
You've got unfinished business with us first.
There are important matters at hand, yet you fellows keep interrupting. I'm surprised you're this eager to get another beating so soon.
This time we brought some friends to even up the odds.
Dire flame!
So that's your name? You must have thought I was trolling you last night. Alabama Slimmer.
Stop! Dire flame! Your tech. Leaping tiger.
That's hilarious.
You certainly look like Lee's top student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it.
Is that like a baseball reference or is it a drink?
We can get back to business. Sun Lee gave me instructions to await you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for well over a decade. The full extent of what the glorious strategist knows is beyond my mind to comprehend. He is without peer. All I know is that I had instructions to wait for you. Sun Lee asked me to seek a piece of a special amulet he wanted you, his prized pupil, to have. It was broken apart and scattered when the Spirit Monk Temple fell. He intended to, and I assume he did, give the main piece to you. Rumor placed a
That's
small
cool.
part
It's
with
pretty
a
obscure,
apprentice
huh?
monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold.
I like obscure though. Not something that everybody knows or common knowledge.
I eventually learned the monk had fled to Old Tien's Landing. He was there a year or so, but died of lingering injuries and was buried with his possessions unsorted. It was rushed at the time because the new dam was due to close and Old Tien's would become a watery tomb. The amulet was beyond reach, so I came here and waited. Now the Lotus
I think it might be an
Assassins
alcohol
drained
drink. I might have to look that up later,
Old Tien's
but
Landing. It seems they are
that's what I thought it
searching for
was.
this
And when
piece
you
of the Spirit Monk
asked
amulet too.
something about that, and I said maybe for spring break. That's what I meant. I feel bad now. But it was late, so I guess I couldn't. I didn't know that it was your name. I didn't make that connection.
Yes, Sun Lee intended you to find it. I was to tell you about it if anything happened to him. It was the last order he gave me, and I have waited years to fulfill my duty. It is coming on 15 years now. As I said, I learned the location of the amulet after the monk died in Old Tien's. It has been difficult serving and waiting in silence. Remember, go to the ruins and claim the amulet before the Lotus Assassins do. You will need it to survive the trials that lie ahead.
Okay, I'm going to save here and take me a little break. I've been on for a couple hours now. And I know your youngest prime was able to run through for a while. But I got to get up and walk around. I got to go refresh my drink and you know, take care of a little business. Give me maybe like 10 minutes and I will be right back. And I'm going to leave this on. But I'm going to switch the screen. So you have that nice little music. And I'll be right back. You can stay and hang out, and if not, that's cool too. I appreciate you watching this far. And helping me for sure. So check back in with me later. I might need you again. I'm gonna be playing this for the rest of the week, so you might be on call actually. But I really appreciate you, dude, and I will BRB. Okay, I'm back. I have a question for you, Shalu, if you're still there. Do you go around and, like, collect a bunch of quests first before you go do them? Or do you do, like, collect one quest and go do it? Or does it matter in this game?
If you want tea, have a seat. The serving girl will be by directly if I don't fire her first, the useless wench. I should have replaced her the day I took over this tea house. I am Three Sheets Dutong, proud owner of this quaint little tea house. I recently acquired it from old Mother Kwan, the elderly lady steeping tea over there in the corner.
I have an interesting tidbit about that phrase, 3 sheets, which originated, it was 3 sheets to the wind. And I come from a long line of sailors and captains, although I myself get seasick. But the story that I've heard through them is that, I guess, I guess it's different variations, and I'm sure Wiki has a more exact explanation. I think it might have been Scottish sailors that were so drunk and they were out in the bay that they, like, back then, it was basically back in the days where they had sailboats, like, not, no engines, and so some of them would forget to, if you have a big ship sailboat, you have multiple canvases you have to pull up, to catch the wind to move it, and sometimes they'd be so drunk they would only pull 1 or 2 of the canvases up, and the other 2 will be down, and the wind will catch those panels and basically cause the boat to go in a circle. And when the other sailors would, come into port at night and hit up the bars and the brothels, the maidens would ask them, where's so-and-so? And they'd say, well, they're out in the bay, 3 sheets to the wind. So I guess it's 4 panels, and they'd only have 3 up. So that's where that comes from.
You want me to throw this troublemaker out in the street, boss?
Don't be stupid. You saw what she did to those sailors. The only way you'd hurt this young lady is if she broke a nail while punching you in the mouth. Forgive my guard. His intentions are good, but he's a bit slow on the uptake. I'd love to answer your questions, but that would interrupt my drinking. I'm afraid that isn't acceptable. I am Three Sheets Dutong, proud owner of this quaint Yes?
Hello, greetings, welcome. My name is Steeper Yanru, and I'll be... No, that's not right at all. Idiot! I'm Barkeep Yanru now, not Steeper Yanru. I'm sorry about that. I still can't get the hang of this new position. Sometimes I wish old Mother Kwan still owned the tea house so things could go back to the way they were. Old Mother Kwan used to run the place until Dutong bought it. Well, buy isn't quite right. It's complicated. Talk to Mother Kwan if you want the whole story. I used to steep the tea here. They called me Steeper Yanru. But now Dutong says I'm going to be the new barkeep. I'll have to give out advice and wine in equal doses. I can't say too much about him. He's my boss, after all. Mostly, he just sits in the corner and drinks his wine until he gets drunk. It's a shame Mother Kwan had to give the place up. She didn't waste her days getting drunk. and she didn't make me practice giving out advice all day so I could become a barkeep. It's complicated. If you want the whole story, talk to Old Mother Kwan. I'll just keep practicing my advice. Sure. Just remember, I'm pretty new at this. I'm still practicing. Let's try this one. Every bureaucrat knows a tree grows toward the light, but a rock grows not at all. Slow down, my friend. I can't serve you wine yet. I'm not a real barkeep. Master Dutong just has me practicing, so I'll be ready when he turns this place from a tea house into a tavern. Master Dutong wants me to practice giving out advice for now. He wants me to stay focused until I get the hang of it. No wine, except for him, of course. You want some advice? Farewell. Take care. If you ever need any advice, I'll be right here, handing it out like a barkeep should. Goodbye.
Hello, young one. My name is Kwan, but everyone calls me Old Mother Kwan. I'd like you to call me that too, okay? Welcome to my tea house. Oh, that's not right. No, not anymore. Sorry about the confusion, dearie. What I meant to say was, welcome to Master Dutong's tea house. Yes, I owned the tea house for many, many years. At least I thought I did. But then Master Dutong came to town with that imperial writ. Oh my, wasn't that a shock? Turns out his family owns this land. They have for hundreds of years. The land is his along with everything on it, so now he owns my tea house too. He was nice enough to let me stay on here as a helper. I steep the tea. Yanwan takes the orders, and Master Dutong, well, he mostly just drinks his wine.
You didn't know he owned the land when you built the place? Did you check the writ to make sure it was real?
No one knew. This was just an empty patch of rock for hundreds of years. Who would have thought the Empire had deeded it to anyone? But Master Dutong came along with his writ. Now, why would I do such a thing? I can't even imagine anyone being so horrible they'd forge an imperial writ. No, I'm sure the land belongs to Master Dutong. That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would love to have my tea house back, but it belongs to Master Dutong now. You can't argue with an imperial writ. All this talk is just the rambling of an old woman. Put it out of your head and enjoy yourself. It may not be mine anymore, but this is still a fine tea house.
You really shouldn't waste your time here in this tea house. The Lotus Assassins are searching the ruins for the missing piece of your amulet. You must find the pieces before they do. Remember, go to the ruins and claim the amulet before the Lotus Assassins do. You will need it to survive the trials that lie ahead.
Alright, here we go. I wanted to explore the tea house a little bit. Thought I could have some tea or wine, but no. Was denied. Must go commit atrocities first. So I think it's funny that they have this good influence and bad influence because it's still murder.
The
Emperor won't allow those slaving pirates to keep attacking the villages. You'll see.
There are ghosts wandering the land. I won't leave my house after dark.
The folks of this town were kind at first, but now they're starting to annoy me.
This is bad. Oh, this is bad. River dried up. Yeah, get on with your day, youngster. We're just passing time. Pretty.
Stop, thief! Come back here with my sword.
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Sheng to suffer such insolence.
Is that it? You're just gonna let that thief walk free?
And still poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. Where would I put the lout? My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters. It is not easy to be Minister Sheng, beset with troubles and doom, and now interrupted by some difficult stranger. Truly, can you not see that I am busy watching my career slide into oblivion? Minister Sheng simply hasn't time for your petty concerns. I have problems of my own.
What are you minister of, exactly?
The Ministry of Harmony, which oversees taxation and execution, usually in that order. But poor Minister Sheng oversees nothing in this dying town. Nothing but failure. This backwater pimple of a town lives off of the lake created by the Great Dam. But the Great Dam is open and the lake is dry. The town is dying. Under my supervision. I have nary a clue. Unless... very well, you've convinced me to talk. It is dangerous to say anything, but I am a brave man. It was that horrible Inquisitor, Lim. Lim oversees the Lotus Assassin operations in this area. A few weeks ago, he came to town and demanded a key to the ruins. Then his men went up there and opened the Great Dam.
Why did they do that?
Inquisitor Lim has his assassins searching for something, though what it is I couldn't say. Minister Sheng knows better than to stick his nose in the business of the Lotus Assassins. I didn't want the town to panic, so I kept Lim's presence here a secret. Better the peasants think it was ghosts. A much less terrifying idea. Some brave soul must travel through the old ruins, which are absolutely not infested with ghosts, and close the Great Dam. The gate to the ruins is locked, but I have a key. I cannot order or even ask someone to go do this. If the Great Dam closes, the ruins will flood. Various assassins and soldiers will be killed. Not good for my career. But if I happen to lose the key and someone happened to find it, the town could be saved and the problem solved without any sanction from me.
Hey, what did you just give me? Is that a key?
What are you talking about? I haven't given you anything. Although I will need that back when you're done. Oh, and I am certainly not going to tell you that the ruins can be reached by heading across the footbridge and out the west gate of town. It wouldn't be proper.
Is there a reward for doing this? Would you happen to not know anything about flyers while we're at it?
Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperial City. Now pirates use them to raid the countryside. Disgraceful. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you.
That's all I need to know. I'll see what can be done. Where can I find Rue the boatswain? Has a fleet of flyers passed by recently? What can you tell me about these pirates? I want to ask something else.
Rue announced 3 days ago that he was going to close the Great Dam, but first he stopped at the tea house for a bowl of wine. As far as I know, he's still there. I recently saw a large fleet of flyers pass by. The Minister Sheng held out hope that they had come to escort him away from this demeaning post and back to the Imperial City. But the flyers never stopped in Tien's Landing. They headed upriver towards the pirates' camp. No doubt they went there to refuel, though where they are now I could not say. Minister Sheng remembers when... I suppose... Yes, go and leave Minister Sheng alone to ponder his troubles. Now go close the Great Dam, and I never said that.
Yay, we got the key. This would be a good time to save. I have 3 points, so I think we need to add them. I was doing balance, but this is focus is getting, mine is getting kind of low, so I'm just gonna get that up a little bit. Maybe I won't fall for so many traps. Ooh, I got the good fortune gem. I remember you were talking about that last night. Intuition +5, mind +1, spirit +1. Or maybe it was something similar. The +5, I remember that. And gentle persuasion +5, body 1, spirit 1, inferior warrior gem +2. Okay. Oh, we still have something here. This. The old Mother Quan used to own a tea house in Tien's Landing until 3 Sheets Dutong showed up with an imperial writ proclaiming that the tree house was his. Dutong's story sounds suspicious and is probably worth investigating.
The minister isn't a bad sort, if you can learn to ignore the sobbing.
Do none of you seek honor?
This place feels all wrong. Can't you feel it? It's like the very air is unclean.
I don't feel anything, but you look like you're about to be ill. Are you alright? What are you talking about? Given the fertilizer you used to use in your garden, nothing should bother you. Get over it.
If you can't feel it, then this feeling is as magical as it is foul. We should be on our guard.
Death will be your release.
We hurried down as quickly as we could, but I see you had the situation well in hand. I'm impressed. Not many people can disperse the spirits of the dead with any ease.
All these ghosts are a major problem. It is all a matter of training. Not many people have my skills.
They grow worse by the day, and I've almost given up hope of finding a solution. My manners desert me. I am Lord Young, owner of this land, and charged by the Emperor himself to keep it safe. You should turn back south to Tien's Landing. This is the safest part of the Great Southern Forest, and even it is polluted with these strange ghosts.
Perhaps there's some way I can help you. I'm curious about this place. Will you answer a few questions? I'll take your advice and go back to Tien's Landing.
I suppose no one knows this land better than I. Very well. What did you need to know? This region is known as the Great Southern Forest. As I said, the forest stretches for miles to the north, east, and west of here. This specific area is known as the Pilgrim's Path. These hills house several small shrines, and a large temple lies at the top of the path that begins with these stairs. As it stands, this is the only part of the forest that's even vaguely passable. Coming from the Imperial City, I had no choice but to take a flyer to Tien's Landing. Things have worsened in the past few months, which is roughly the time since the trees of the forest started to look sickly. Before I flew here from the Imperial City, I heard rumors of more and more ghosts in the outer provinces, but I foolishly thought them exaggeration. The forest is polluted with ghosts of all types, and they are only growing in number. As you must know, ghosts can only be dispersed, never destroyed completely. This region is known as the Great Southern Forest. As I said, the forest stretches for miles to the north, east, and west of here. This specific area is known as the Pilgrim's Path. These hills house several small shrines, and a large temple lies at the top of the path that begins with these stairs. As it stands, this is the only part of the forest that's even vaguely passable. Coming from the Imperial City, I had no choice but to take a flyer to Tien's Landing. Of the vast expanse of this forest, this area, the Pilgrim's Path as it is called, is the safest. I hoped that coming here might help me learn why this forest is as it is, but that seems a lost cause. If things don't improve soon, I shall have to abandon this camp and fly back to the Imperial City a failure. That would be unfortunate. I certainly came here by flyer. It was the only way. Wait a moment. You don't look like a pilgrim or one of the poor folk trying to escape Tien's Landing. Would it be out of line to inquire as to what brought you here? Lotus assassins? You have picked a dangerous quarry. Compounding the problem, they likely took him to the Imperial City. Trust me when I say that there is no safe land route to the north. This path is barely passable, and the forest is crawling with ghosts. Even caravans employing skilled warriors have been forced to turn back under these ghosts' assaults. I could only reach Tien's Landing by using my flyer. It depends on how long you have to spend waiting. My flyer will not return for at least a month, as I knew it would take some time to set matters straight. Unless we can find a way to remove these ghosts, though, I'll be stuck here warning people away from this place until I'm driven out by the dead. Indeed, though you would also need a flyer with enough fuel to manage the trip. Those are in precious short supply in this area of the Empire. Then again, you seem resourceful, and I believe resourceful people find ways to get things done.
We sure
Perhaps
do.
you could get something done for me. If so, I might be persuaded to foolishly risk the Lotus Assassin's wrath by making a copy of one of their precious maps. The deal is simple. Find out why my land sickens, why it is home to so many ghosts, and you will have your map.
And your flyer, too.
Two things threaten the entire length and breadth of this forest. The trees blacken with disease, and ghosts flock to this place like no other in the Empire. I suspect that these things are related, and, more importantly, that they're related to a fox called the Forest Shadow.
Who is the Forest Shadow?
She is a powerful spirit that has long been an ally of my family. Personally, I've had little to do with her. My father and his father before him, however, felt strongly that she should be revered. They considered her the true guardian of this forest.
I've heard enough about this fox spirit. What do I need to do? Do you think the ghosts are related to the spirit?
She is a powerful being, one my father considered the guardian of this forest. If this place is filled with ghosts, then I suspect that it is either because of or in spite of her.
I've heard enough about this fox spirit. What do I need to do? What do you mean by fox? Who is the Forest Shadow?
Just that. She is a fox spirit, and thus one of heaven's tricksters. The fox can take on the forms of men and women, and will often do so to test us. Personally, I don't think they have any right to deceive us, but my father felt that our family's good fortune came from just such a test passed long ago by an ancestor. Some sort of ancient alliance in which she was guardian of the forest, while we owned the land in the world of men. I think something is wrong with the Forest Shadow, and I want you to find her and figure out what is happening. Once we know that, we'll have a clear idea of what we face.
She is an ancient ally of yours. I'm sure she'll want to help if I can find her. I will do what I can to save her. She could be behind this. I'll just eliminate her. If she's weak enough to let this happen to her for us, she deserves to die.
A noble sentiment, but when I look upon these trees, I'm afraid that you may have to destroy her. See what you can learn first, then we will act if it is necessary. Make your way up this ancient trail, and when you come to a fork, take the left path. That will lead you to a temple built long ago in the forest shadow's honor. Once there, find my hunter Spearcatch's Leaf if he still lives. He claimed to remember some sort of ritual that my forebears used to contact the forest shadow. You might also want to keep an eye out for some small shrines that are scattered about the forest. Some of them are said to react to magic or charges of chi.
I need that wind map, so I have work to do. I want to know more details about this problem before I go.
I was beginning to think there may be no cure for this place. Your arrival has given me some small measure of hope. Find Spearcatch's Leaf at the temple above and see what he has learned. Your wind map will be waiting when you find a cure.
In return for your help, Lord Yoon has offered you a copy of a highly prized wind map that covers the skies between Tian's Landing and the Imperial City. Impressed with your skills, he has asked you to find a cure for the blight that affects his forest.
This forest is so troubled. We were well sheltered in Two Rivers to not see any of this.
Leaping Tiger. Dire Flame. I must try something else. Heavenly Wave. I must try something. Leaping Tiger.
What the heck is that?
Is there anything you need? Be well, my friend.
I like these little ghosties. They look like no faces.
Heavenly wave. I must try something. Dire flame.
The ghosts attack everyone. They are mad with madness. Thank you for keeping me safe.
Oh, this poor soul has been in the forest too long. He feels wrong, just like the air here. It's disturbing. He seems simple as well. I wonder if the horrors of this place have touched his mind.
You have come from Tian's Landing? You were? This is good. I was going there, but you're coming here instead. I come from the inn, the Pilgrim's Rest. You must take a message to the town for us. Things are very bad. We starve. The ghosts cut us off from everything. But we are still up there. Tian's Landing must send people to help. Many people should come to the inn to help us. They can't let us starve.
Where's the Pilgrim's Rest Inn? I'm looking for temple on the path above. Can you direct me? I will escort you in Tian's Landing. You can take a message for yourself. I don't have time to babysit some simpleton. Make your own way.
You would be welcome there. They would have you for a most fun stay. The inn lies above on the path to the right.
I'm looking for the temple on the path above. Can you direct me? I will escort you to Tian's Landing. You can take the message yourself. I don't have time to babysit.
The temple? No, the temple is where the ghosts are worst. It is a bad place. You should not go there. You should go to the inn. No, I should return to the inn. They will want to know you are coming. You should come with me. I can take the message down later, and you will be safe from the forest shadow and her ghosts.
Tell me more about the forest shadow.
She is a wicked fox spirit. They are tricksters, all of them. The tricks she plays kill now. You should stay away from her. She hurts us when we leave the inn.
These ghosts are the Forest Shadow's minions. Others have talked to seem to think the Forest Shadow might be able to help. I should keep moving. Will you be alright in this forest?
Oh yes, they must be. She hunts us, and these ghosts hunt you, right? Isn't that the same? She's dangerous like these ghosts. We're all afraid of her.
Others I've talked to seem to think the Forest Shadow might be able to help.
That can't be right. She is dangerous. You should go to the inn to be kept safe. That's the only way.
I should keep moving. Will you be alright in this forest? I've had about enough of you. Go where you wish. Tell me more about the Forest Shadow. These ghosts are the Forest Shadow's minions.
I will go back the way I came. Knowing that there are others here, I will be alright. I must go back to the inn to tell them. You should follow the path to the right, not the left. Left goes to the temple, and the Forest Shadow will kill you. Come, the inn is this way.
Medusa! You little worm. Oh no. Whew. Thought we were goners. What are you?
Heavenly wave. Leaping tiger. Die with. Dire flame. Leaping tiger. Need heavenly wave. Stop. I must try something. Dire flame. Leaping tiger. Your tech.
Did we go left? I guess I wasn't paying attention. I thought we'd stop by the inn and... The road to Tian's Landing. Oh, did I go the wrong way? Again?
Leaping tiger. Heavenly wave. Heavenly wave. Stop, stop. Dire flame. Dire flame. Meet your end. Leaping tiger. Heavenly wave. Stop. I must. Dire flame. Your technique. Leaping tiger. Leaping tiger.
chain refuses to move. It seems like it's locked into place. Okay, well, my son just came home and he wants to get on the computer, so it's time for me to call it a night. But thank you so much for watching. I know it's kind of random for me to be here on a Monday. I'm saving, and when I pick up,
You could go till like the half hour if you.
anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back in a day or two, and we will continue to play Jade Empire. And I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the new follow, Shalu card, and all the help in the world. Just to go check out Shalu card. He was playing Jade Empire 2. Very helpful guy there. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks again, y'all. Hope y'all have a good one. Hope y'all able to fare these storms across the Midwest. There were some tornadoes we had today in our area. 3 of them. And so, as far as I know, people are okay. I haven't heard of any casualties yet, but I'm sure it'll be on the news if there were. So yeah, it's fun to kind of get away from all that scary stuff and do something fun. It's one of my crafts. But anyways, y'all have a good night, and I'll see you soon. Bye.